All right, day 7 is accomplished of accepting everything on DoorDash. It was a lot of freaking high mileage orders, but we got through it. Oh my gosh. Doing this for you guys. Kind of doing it for me too, because I do want to get up to 100%. I'm going to try to get past that. I'm at 98% acceptance now. Tomorrow I should be at 100%. I probably could have hit 100% tonight, but I really just wanted to go home, try to get some sleep, and get to bed earlier. And yeah, because I got to start taking my son to school, so I got to start waking up earlier. And we're going to start going from like 8:30 to 8:30, maybe even earlier sometimes. So we'll be doing the 12-hour shifts, sometimes 13 hours. I don't think I'm going to go much more than that, maybe sometimes. But once I hit 14 to 15-hour days, just can't take it. That's when I start losing my five-star rating. And I start going down because I get exhausted and I say stupid stuff. Anyways, let's get into the orders. All right, first order, it's 13.3 miles, $18.50, 12 items, and not the greatest order in the world, that's for sure. But yeah, the base pay was $13.50 and the customer tips was $5. Anyways, let's go on to the next one. This one was 11.9 miles for $17. Kind of better if you think about it in some ways. Oh, I do want to say this one actually turned out a lot better than I was expecting. Spend the cash on gas, but I got tipped an extra $8 when I got there. There was a cash tip on the shelf that I left the order on. So it was pretty nice. It actually turned out to be a good order. Kind of. It was $23 for how many miles total? 13.3 miles. So almost $2 a mile. Almost. Anyway, so we did get this order, 11.9 miles for $17. The one thing I did get out of it, though, was I got me a free pop. I got me a free Coke. When I have to wait a little bit of time at the store, and it's a long ways, I'm going to ask for a free pop. That's for sure. At least I can get something extra to make the order slightly better. And I don't always get free stuff, but sometimes the stores, especially the ones I go to often, are really awesome and will give me a free pop. I only asked for a small pop, but they gave me a medium. So I was pretty happy about that. So yeah, that's always a good thing. Anyways, let's go on. There's my free pop. And then we got a $4 base pay on that order with a $13 tip. Anyways, let's go on. The next order was 10.9 miles for $25.78, 12 items. And yeah, it was up, and then it's pretty much a back down unless I get lucky, kind of like I did last time. This one's kind of an okay order. I would, it's still $2 a mile, but still going way out in the middle of nowhere. Technically, could be worse because it's still on the freeway line, so I consider them slightly better when they are on the freeway line because the time it takes to get to there isn't quite as bad. If I have to go take away from the freeway and I have to go all the back roads 10 miles, that's even worse by a good amount. Anyways, go on. So we got a $12 base pay on that and $13.78 tip on there. That's what it just seems to me like they're always balancing base pay with tips now, which is kind of a good thing in some ways because before it just seemed like anytime there was a decent tip, the base pay would be like $2. And now it seems like base pay is a bit higher than it used to be in some ways, but at the same time, it's a lot worse than it used to be. Not for really accepting everything, I wouldn't think, because yeah, technically it's better for accepting everything, but before there would be a lot of better tips. I don't really see good catering orders anymore. Now they're just really super low. But anyways, let's go on. Okay, we got that. And then we got this Taco Bell order, which was almost $2 a mile. Not quite, but still did that one. It was actually a really good tip, or pretty good tip, $10.69, but the base pay was only $2. Oh yeah, we got kind of gypped on the base pay, but that's what I'm saying. Like it seems to me like they are trying to balance tips and base pay. And if you've got a order that, well, it does seem it doesn't, actually, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't seem like a big tip will determine the base pay anymore. Before, it did seem like if you got a really big tip, the base pay was always going to stay at $2. Now it doesn't seem like that matters anymore. It can fluctuate depending on what you've received before, like in previous orders, and what your tip / base pay is from previous orders. But I don't know. This is all speculation and all coming from someone that's done thousands and thousands of orders. I've done almost 14,000 now just on DoorDash. And I've done more on other apps. Anyways, go on. So we did that one. And then we got this one, which I really didn't want to do. It was 12.2 miles for $14.75 going down. But again, it was freeway mileage, so it pretty much only took like 15 minutes to drive down there. But it's, like a half an hour for $14.75 is kind of okay. Could be worse. They didn't take super long this time. A lot of times this place takes a very long time to bring the orders. Anyways, let's go on. So that was a $3.75 base pay, and the tips were $11. So the base pay, $3.75. Gosh dang it. And the last base pay, $2. Now let's see what they do. And the tips were $11. Let's see what they do with the base pay next order. This is $6.50 for one item, 1 mile. And it wasn't the greatest order, but not the worst in the world. We delivered and we got $3 base pay, a $3.50 tip. So the base pay was $1 more than it could have been. This one, but it was about even, was $15.75 or $15.75, I should say. 9.9 miles, 11 items in total. Normally, I will take these orders in general, even if I'm not accepting everything, because it does put me into a zone and into where I pretty much want to be. And on top of that, I might get a double order on it. But no, it didn't happen this time. So that kind of sucked. But not the greatest order in the world, but we got through it. It was $6.29 when we got it. And then we got this order in between, which was almost $30, only 15 items, 9.1 miles at Instacart. Kind of wanted to do that one. I almost dropped the other one, but it was only like another $15 to do this order. Not even $15 more. And on top of that, the mileage is going to be more from Centralia. And on top of that, it would take a point away from my completion rate. And I'm almost at perfect stats right now. If I get 2 more orders and I keep 5 stars, I will have 100% acceptance, 100% completion, and I will have 5 stars, 5.0 perfect stars, and only 1 that's been removed. Anyways, let's go on. So I didn't do that one, and then I finished that one, and it was $13.25 base pay with only $2.50 customer tip. I was further away from the store when they could have sent it to someone else closer, and they didn't. In my opinion, it was because it wasn't because I was, the first one to accept it, but I was the first one to have more tips than base pay. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but it really seems that way. So then they can go ahead and balance out the tips with this extra base pay. Anyways, let's go on. So we got another order that was 12.6 miles, $11.50. It's not another one I didn't want to do, but it was ready when I got there. This one was 10 minutes late, though. Yeah, it was 10 minutes past pickup time when I got there. The person there made a comment. I think she was like being sarcastic, something like, "You were right on time." And I was going to like tell her, like, I didn't even think of what she was saying at first. Like, I thought she was just saying that I was right on time. Then I looked at the pickup time and I'm like, oh, I'm 10 minutes late. But I was right on time according to DoorDash. I just got the order and I went right there. But that was because nobody wanted to accept that order, and they're not increasing base pay depending on declines anymore. At least that's another thing that I'm thinking. I don't know. What does it seem like to you guys? Do you think that's the case, or do you think that it's not? Anyways, let's get into this. We got we got that order. Another one that I didn't want to do, but I went ahead and finished it. We got make sure there's no addresses on there. No. Okay, good. That was another thing that I wanted to talk about. No address on here, so let me go ahead and just say what I'm going to say. If you see this screen here, it does not show how much we get per order anymore. The new update on DoorDash. Things like this annoy the crap out of me. I like to know how much I am making for an order while I'm on the order. Like, in my opinion, the best thing to do is screenshot now, because seriously, like, you can't remember a lot of times after you've taken the order how much it is. So you don't know whether you want to, drop the order or not, because you can't remember how much you're getting for the order and like how much mileage and etc. So it's like, it's dumb. It's annoying. And this is a regular, like, Safeway's been that way forever. Like they wouldn't show you how much you were getting paid a lot of times. But on restaurants, they've always shown you how much you would earn, either on this screen or the other screen. Now it doesn't show anything. It just shows this, dash. No earnings, or like how much you would make from the order. It just says this dash, how much you've earned, which is really annoying. They shouldn't do that. Anyways, so they do show you afterwards. Made $5.50 base pay on that, $6 customer tip, and $11.50 total. So the base pay could be worse, but it could also be better. It was a $6 tip and was that many mileage, and the base pay was only $5.50. I guess that's it. It's going to be it for that. Oh yeah, I also did an Instacart that was a lot further than I thought, but I think I actually did take it because I had only made $40 and I went all those miles, but it was like 15 miles. I thought it was a lot less, but it was $43 and kind of worth it. So I made like $166. That's what I made today. And what time did I start at? What was my first order? Let me see here. So starting at, find my first order again, at noon, right at noon, that was my first order. In 8 hours, we made $166. So $166, let me go ahead and see what we got. 166 divided by 8 equals $20.75 an hour before gas. What the heck? Why didn't my lights go out? I didn't turn them off. Did my car just die on me? That was weird. I guess it just go off. I've never had my lights go off on me like that. Anyway, so yeah, we made $20.75, and I spent roughly, I'm thinking $9 plus 15. I put 15. I still have 158 in, so I probably spent like $17 in gas. So you take away $17. So let's say 160 divided by 8. So no, not 160, 150 divided by 8. We made $18.75 an hour, right about that. A tiny bit above minimum wage. Anyways, that's going to be it. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and show this off. We do have, we're up to 17,202 miles now on my car, which you can check to see how many miles I've driven since I started this challenge. It's not really that much yet because I haven't went into high gear, which we're about to, because I need to start working longer. We're going to start doing 12s or right around there if I can handle it, unless I really start making money on YouTube again. But no, I got to get bills paid, so we're going to be going into high gear, be doing the apps for 12 hours coming up. Oh yeah, I wanted to go ahead and show off my ratings, and then we'll make this video. Let's go ratings. And oh yeah, right here. Got 98%, 100% completion rate, 93% on time, 5 stars. and 265 deliveries the last 30 days, 13,656 lifetime deliveries. Yeah, it would be more, but I took the last 5 days off because I wanted to do that because summer was almost over and I really wanted to hang out with my son a while. That's what I did. Enjoyed myself, but now I got to get back to work heavy. And thanks for watching, guys. You guys are... Oh, I got a Platinum Pass available. I didn't even realize that. So I could technically go back down a ways, but then I have to push myself back up. Whatever. I need to get out of here. I want to go home, go to bed. Please thumbs up, share, comment, subscribe. Lots more stuff to come.